Hello and welcome to the Dragon Den. I'm KingofDragons 5000 and today I have another action figure review. Today I'll be taking a look at the Four Horsemen Studios Figura Obscura, the Jersey Devil. As we get the Jersey Devil out of the packaging, he does look quite impressive. Upon getting him out of the box, there is some assembly required. You will need to attach his wings and his tail to give him this very monstrous visage. But once fully assembled, the Jersey Devil looks quite imposing. The Jersey Devil is going to have two different head sculpts. He will also come with two sets of hands. Also included will be a bone club, a bone axe, and a skull. As we take a closer look at the Jersey Devil, he's going to be quite impressive and has a lot of nice details. From the top of his head all the way down to the hooves, this guy is packed with a lot of details. Getting a closer look at the head sculpt, the Four Horsemen have done a great job with the head of the Jersey Devil. Rumored to have a horse-shaped head, they did a really good job sculpting the way his head came out. As the base is modeled after a horse, it does look good, especially with the teeth poking out on the bottom of his jaw. The texturing on his skin is done very well, and I really do like the paint that they gave to his flesh. We even get some brown dry brushing going throughout his fur right here on the top of his head. His eyes are going to be this very deep crimson, which looks really good, and he does look like he's glaring into your soul. His ears will have a nice shape to them, and atop his head we will have these impressive horns. The horns have this really nice sculpt work to them. As they go all the way to the tip, you can see them branching out. The paint job on them is also fantastic, as it is a lighter shade compared to the rest of his skin. And we even have a lighter dry brushing going throughout his horns. The Jersey Devil is going to have this really massive neck which has a lot of fur on it, and the sculpt work on it is quite impressive. The base of his mane is going to be done in black, and on the top of it we will have brown dry brushing. As we take a look at his torso, it is a modified version of the Frankenstein creature's torso. This version is not going to have any stitching, but the texture on his skin is going to be really nice. The muscle definition is also going to be quite impressive, as we get a lot of nice striations. The texturing on his skin is fantastic, as it really does mimic real flesh. And his skin, though cast in this darker plastic, is going to have a subtle dry brushing going throughout it. His arms are going to be quite lanky, however they are still very muscular. Just like with his torso, they're going to have these really nice striations going from his shoulder all the way down to his wrist. The added texture does a really good job bringing out all that detail on his skin. And at the tip of each finger we will have these claws, which are painted in a really nice glossy black. Around his waist he is going to have a rubber codpiece, which does a good job transitioning from his skin tone down to some fur. And the fur is still going to have a really nice sculpt to it, as well as a really good paint job. That reddish brown does a really good job making his fur stand out to the rest of his body. And they did a really great job sculpting all that fur going down his lanky legs. But despite having all this fur, you can still see all the muscle striations in his legs, which are sculpted very nicely. All the muscle groups from his thighs going all the way to his calves is going to be anatomically correct. And as we get to his feet, you can see that the Jersey Devil is going to have cloven hooves. The transition from his fur to his hoof is going to be done very well, and I do like the fact that the hooves are painted in black. And they're going to have this really nice sculpt to them, as they do look like real cloven hooves. The tail is going to connect to the back of his waist, where once again we have that really nice sculpt. The tail is going to have a softer sculpt compared to the rest of his body, as the tail is cast in rubber. Even though it is a softer sculpt, there's still some great detailing here on his tail, going all the way down to the fork shape at the end of the tip. The wings do peg onto his back, which do look really good, as I really love the translucent brown that they went with. The texturing on the membranes of his wings looks very realistic, and we do have some tears on his wings as well. Although compared to the rest of his body, his wings do feel a little bit small, but the sculpt work is still phenomenal. Overall, we still have a very impressive figure done by the Four Horsemen. The sculpt work on the Jersey Devil is quite nice, and I really like all the intricate paint that they added to this figure. Add to it, modifying an old torso was a really good call, as it does give the Jersey Devil some impressive height. So with the paint and details out of the way, let's compare the Jersey Devil to our usual suspects. Standing fully erect, the Jersey Devil is going to tower over domestic toy lines. Even compared to true 1/12 scale, it makes the Jersey Devil look even taller. And he'll still look quite impressive posing him next to other Figura Obscura figures. The Jersey Devil will have a double ball joint in his head. Arms hinge out to the side and do a full 360. He will have a hinge and swivel at his elbows. Hinge and swivel at his wrists. The Jersey Devil will have a ball joint at his waist. His legs will kick forward, go back, out to the side, and have a thigh swivel. He will have a double bend at the knee. He will have a hinge and swivel at his ankle and a hinge and swivel at his hoof. His wings will have a hinge and swivel at the base and a swivel at the upper part of his wing. Finally, his tail will swivel at the base and have a bendy wire. One of my favorite things on this planet is cryptozoology, and I'm really happy that the Four Horsemen were able to bring the Jersey Devil to life. They did take some liberties with the creature's design, but overall it does replicate what a lot of people have reported seeing. The horse-like head with the horns is done exceptionally well, and the sculpt work going throughout it is rather impressive. I do like the mane that they gave the Jersey Devil, as it does give his neck some really nice bulk. Although I would have preferred a more monstrous torso, I really do like the retooled Frankenstein torso, as it makes the Jersey Devil quite tall. Although having him standing straight up isn't the ideal pose, getting him crouched down in a more menacing pose is probably going to be the way to go. The Jersey Devil is also going to have one of the best paint jobs I've seen all year, as the fur is done exceptionally well. Although I'm not a fan of the bone club or the bone axe, I guess I'm still happy that they gave him other accessories that he can hold. But the overall look for the Jersey Devil is done very well, and the Four Horsemen have once again knocked it out of the park with their Figura Obscura line. The Jersey Devil did go on sale on the Four Horsemen website last month, and now at the time I'm making this video, he is sold out from the Four Horsemen's website. The only way to really get this figure now is through secondhand markets such as eBay. Although I'm not really a collector of Mythic Legions, I have collected every single Figura Obscura figure to date, and the Jersey Devil is one of the best. If you're a fan of cryptozoology, this is one figure I highly recommend you track down and add to your collection. So with that being said, thank you for watching another video here on the Dragon Den, but before you go, don't forget to hit that like button, leave a comment, subscribe to my channel, and check out all my other Figura Obscura videos. If you're in a position to help out the Dragon Den, check out my Patreon, where I have some exclusive content and early access videos. Check out my Instagram account for new and exciting action figure photos, videos, recent pickups, latest prints, and as always, ring that bell so you never miss another video. And until next time, my loyal Dragonites coming from the Dragon Den, I'm KingofDragons 5000, reminding you to redesign, rebuild, and reclaim. I'll see you next time.